Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Good evening, everyone. I hope that you all are having a wonderful Thursday. It is 11:05 p.m. on Thursday, December 9th, 2021. My flight back to my mom's place is on Saturday. In the afternoon. Oh, I forgot to post in the Discord. Starting a Genshin stream. I leave tomorrow. Okay, posted the Discord. But as I was saying, yep, on Saturday I fly out because of my mom's surgery to remove a tumor from one of her kidneys. And because of the surgery and recovery period, I will likely be gone for a couple of months caring for my mother. And when I'm at her place, I won't be able to stream or game or anything like that. So I wanted to stream earlier than now, but or earlier tonight, but I had an exterminator come. Oh, thank you for the hosting, Otaku Gamer. We had an exterminator come because there are apparently powder post beetles in the bamboo flooring in the kitchen. The exterminator had come about 4 weeks ago, about a month ago, actually now, and tried using some chemical treatment, but that did not seem to have much effect because the sawdust piles that the powder post beetles were leaving behind came back. So as a result, I had to get them to come back out and redo the treatment. Since they warranty their work, at least the guy coming back to do a retreatment with a different chemical was free. But it took quite a while to get him scheduled. I contacted him about the problem like 2 weeks ago, and he was supposed to have come earlier than tonight, but he had to delay and reschedule to pretty much right down the wire right before I have to fly off and leave. So that was a bit of a pain in the butt, but hopefully this new treatment kills those platypus beetles. What the? Hold on a second here. So my plans tonight are to do my dailies, do whatever event stuff is unlocked for today, do a little bit of artifact farming with however much resin I have, and then I really need to work on that Bennett outfit before I go. So I'm going to try to get that done tonight as well. It will be crude, it won't be very good, but it's a Bennett outfit. How much care do I really want to put into it? Hello! 안녕하세요! Oh, let me see if I can read this Korean. Oh, I watch Korean dramas, so that's where I learned most of my Korean. I'm a half J, half K who knows much more J than K. But let's see. Is that Mo G E Mo Ka? Moji. What is it? Moji. I'm the third section, the one where it's the circle with the line below it and the line next to it. I never know how to pronounce that one, but Moji A? Uh? Something like that? Moji A? Mo Ka? Ah. Uh, uh, I was about to say Naruhodo, but that's Japanese. How do I say that in Korean? How do I say that in Korean? Um, 알았어? Okay. Truth be told, I hate coffee. I tried coffee one time, didn't like it, never bothered to drink it again. I know there are people who say that certain things like beer, wine, coffee are acquired tastes, but in my mind, I think to myself, if it tastes bad to me now, why do I want to keep drinking it until eventually I convince myself it doesn't taste so bad, you know? But, welcome, welcome. Let's take care of my dailies, starting with a few ley lines. I think I need 3 more ley lines to finish my battle pass for the week. For me, that was my personal best. I never, until this time around, my best used to be 11-1. So, for me, 11-3 is an accomplishment. Granted, I almost never do, ley lines, but, I'm sorry, I never do, Abyss. But, yeah. 11-3 is my personal best.
Power that ended high. Leave it all to me. Feel the beat.
Two-handed swords are my favorite weapon. I think it's because Noelle was my first gacha character. So I used her all the time, and I like how it breaks. I like how you can use Claymore for mining, and you can stun opponents with the Claymore, stuff like that. But I use other characters too. I've got my... Right now I have a few teams lined up. I've got the boys giving me a little bit of freeze, melt, and vaporize reactions. I've got the Claymore girls, my all two-handed sword party. This is my Eula team. This one I've been playing around with, although for a while now it has been my what do you call it?
Come with me.
My healing slash electrocharge party. As soon as I find Barbara.
I'll take care of it.
I forgot to hit deploy. I forgot to hit deploy. I'm stupid. I forgot to hit deploy. What's Noel's death? One moment. Let me just finish this party lineup. Deploy. I am missing 7 5-star characters currently. But I have everything else. Noel's defense is currently 1712 using Favonius Greatsword and 4-piece retracing bullite set, of which I'm using a defense sands and a defense goblet. As for my character lineup, Kane, character archive. I'm missing Kazuha, Zhao, Ganyu, Klee, Benti, and Mona. Oh, and Chi-Chi. Wait, am I missing 7 or 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yep, I'm missing 7 characters.
All the world holds dear is
Most of my characters are 69.
backdrop of constant motion.
Most of my characters are 69 dynamic, but a few have gone past it from a lot of gameplay. Like, Raiden Shogun is 69, Kokumi 69, 69, 69. Hu Tao's actually 80.
Silly.
Zhongli's actually 70 because I use him so much. Traveler is 70. Eula's 70. Noel's 70. But 69 for Albedo, Jean, Aloy, Ayaka, Keqing, Child, Yoimiya, Diluc, Ningguang, Sayu, Sucrose, Rosaria, Diona, Chongyun, Kaya, Sarah, Bishel, Razor, Lisa, Jingqiu, Jingqiu, Toma, Yanfei, although she is really close to 70. Xinyan, Zhangling, Amber, they're all 69. And Bennett is a walking coat hanger for me to prepare artifact sets for other characters. Oh, thank you, Toph. Ooh, wow. Wait, what artifact set are you using? Dynamic? Let's see, I need to do 3 ley lines. Oh,
There is no escape.
Oh,
To ashes. Let's dance.
let's dance. Dance. Oh, we're frozen. Oh, my monitor just went weird.
Rest and rebuild. Let the show begin. Ready, steady, go! Eyes on me!
Okay, now he's gonna die.
I'll protect us. Hi.
Okay, that may not have been the ideal mob to fight. Thanks, Toph. Two-piece opulent, two-piece noblesse. Wait, why two-piece noblesse? To my understanding, dynamic two-piece noblesse does not help, Noel's burst mode normal attacks. It only helps on the single activation attack. If I'm not mistaken.
Go, Barbara, go!
Double defense stacks?
Illusion shattered.
Don't! That hurt!
Rest and rebuild. Back off.
Don't!
Let the show begin. Back off! There is no escape. Allow me. Bring refuge.
Okay, let me catch up a chat. Your goal is literally to make unkillable and get as close to 4K as possible. Why didn't you use the, four-piece... Like, what is it called? Yeah, why don't you use the four-piece... thing? It gives you 30% defense, and it gives you up to 24% defense with charges. I mean, with 4 stacks. Alternatively, you could always go with that, that 2-set 4-star bonus that gives you 30% defense also. Do I have an example of that? Checking. Do I have an example? No. Oh, this one! Defender's Will! You could do 2-piece Defender's Will, 2-piece Opulent. That would give you 60% defense. Oh, hold on one second. I actually have a milkshake being delivered. Well, that's not true. I actually have 2 milkshakes being delivered. And the delivery is almost here. That set? Not domains. Where is that set? Defender's Will? You can get it from the Pyro domain. You can get it from the Pyro domain, the one where you get Crimson Witch from.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Oh, hold on. I'll be right back. AFK in a couple minutes.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Snatch Cliff is known for its views. The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet. Which should I choose?
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Welcome. How can I help you? You're also here for Mondstadt's wine, aren't you? I guess I'll post an expedition at the Adventurers Guild. At the Adventurers Guild.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Snatch Cliff is known for its views. Which should I choose?
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
Has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Today's organization is the neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Ah, what a pain in the butt.
Ancient alchemy truly is
So the Uber Eats
The
delivery
world
person
remains constant
delivered
over the
my order to the
centuries,
wrong address.
but human life is like
And
the dew at
when I
dawn,
tried going
or a
through the
bubble
Uber
rising
Eats
through
help,
water.
it tries to dial that
Transitory.
person, and that person is not picking up or answering or returning my call or anything like that.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Mm, this is a pain in the butt. So now I'm trying to get my order refunded because, well, it never came. What an absolute pain in the butt.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Yeah, I tried doing the thing where it says, hey, oh, hold on a second here. Help. My order never arrived. Whenever I tell it my order never arrived, the app continuously tries to have me call the other person, the delivery person, but the other person's never picking up the phone. So I go back to the app to try to get help, and all it does is try to connect me to the person repeatedly.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Oh, what a pain.
The neighboring nation of Liyue has the most
The world
prosperous
remains
Okay.
constant over
Ow,
the
ow, ow,
centuries,
ow.
but human life is like the dew at
Kitty.
dawn,
No,
or a
don't call me
bubble
kitty.
rising through water.
Oh,
Transitory.
okay. Now the app is,
Ancient
I
alchemy
guess after a
truly
period of
is
time, the
fascinating.
app switches from trying to connect me to the driver to giving me some additional options for
The
support.
neighboring nation of Liyue has the most prosperous commercial port in all of Tibet.
Oh, what a pain in the butt. Mm,
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of
okay,
constant
well,
motion.
apparently they
I stand
refunded
before
me,
it, alone and unchanging.
and I still don't have
Welcome.
a milkshake anymore. Gosh darn it. Uh, do I try placing a repeat order because I didn't get what I wanted? Uh,
Ancient alchemy truly is
orders.
fascinating.
Reorder. Sure.
The neighboring nation of
And
Liyue
hope that
has the most prosperous
this next
commercial port
driver
in
is
all
not
of
as
Tibet.
incompetent as the last one. What an absolute pain. Pardon me while I go back
Ancient
through the app.
alchemy truly is fascinating.
Redesignate. You know, I'm annoyed. The person didn't even... I did not leave instructions for the person to...
Has the most prosperous commercial
Uh,
port in all
for
of
the
Tibet.
person to, like, just leave it at the door. I was going to meet the person at the door, but the person never bothered. Never bothered. Just dropped it off at some random address. Uh,
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Oh, that's annoying. Hold on a second here. I'm checking something.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Okay. So apparently Uber refunded me the cost of the items I ordered, but did not refund me like any charges. So for example, if I wanted to reorder,
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
oh, I see why. When I placed the original order, it was because there was like a discount. But when I tried to replace the order, that discount has
All
already
the
been
world
considered
holds
used.
dear
What an
is but a
absolute
backdrop
son
of
of a...
constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
What a pain. What a pain. What an absolute pain in the butt. So basically it's going to cost me $3 more to reorder the exact same items for the delivery that never came. Don't use Uber Eats, folks. They suck.
The
Oh,
world remains
Miyazaki,
constant over the
yeah, I
centuries,
think tomorrow will be
but
my last
human
stream
life
since
is
I'm
like the
flying
dew
out
at
on
dawn,
Saturday.
or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
What an absolute pain in the butt. Okay, now I just don't feel like ordering. Because they've screwed me.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
How
All
do
the
I
world
give this
holds
driver
dear
a...
is but a backdrop of constant motion.
How do I give this driver a
I
bad
stand
rating?
before it, alone and unchanging.
I'm not used to doing that, but this person kind of deserves it. Rate delivery. Okay, here we go. Not tip? No. That person's not getting a tip.
Ancient alchemy truly
Poor
is
communication as and not... missed instructions, yep. How about delivered to wrong address? That's not an option here?
fascinating.
Well.
Inactivity serves no
I'm just
purpose
annoyed.
whatsoever.
Yeah, I only am subscribed to the Uber. I have the Uber One because I use Uber if I need to get a ride anywhere, since I don't have a car. So it's nice to just have one membership that handles, or one subscription that handles both, you know, Uber rides and food delivery, if that makes any sense. Where am I? Why am I here? Oh. Hold on a second. My brain. I'm so... Okay, I need to do one more ley line. Oh, thank you for the raid, Maple. Welcome, welcome. I need to do one more ley line to finish my battle pass. I'm so depressed. I wanted a... Yep. With Baron Bunny. Ooh. Someone who is not used to my outfits. Ooh. One moment. Let me change into a few others. There's Amber. There's... Fischl. What's DBDL? I don't know what DBDL means. Dead by Daylight skins? I don't have any Dead by Daylight skins, though. I do have one,
All the world holds
well,
dear is but a
one
backdrop
inspired.
of constant motion.
Hold on.
I stand before it,
Let me
alone
find it.
and
Let me
unchanging.
find it. Searching. I really need to label these files at some point. Okay. So, to show you, I'm using VC Face to go through my wardrobe. So, for example, I've got this blue kitty top. That was the first outfit I made that used like MS Paint. That was my own creation. Hold on, I'm searching through outfits. Very happy. I know, like, some people have said that they thought it was Happy from Fairy Tale.
The world
I made,
remains
like,
constant over
this
the
is
centuries.
me playing with
But
mesh
human life is like the dew at
textures.
dawn, or a bubble rising through water.
But as
Transitory.
part of that, I worked on a searching. Uh, this is my calculus joke T-shirt, or well, not camisole. The integral of e to the x is equal to the function of u to the n. For those of you who know calculus, I am very aware that I'm missing the plus c at the right side of the equation.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Let's see here. Dum-dum.
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of rain. Do you see that tree? Wait, you understand? So, demonstration is not
Browsing.
required.
Oh, this one is
Good.
one of my school's shirt designs. So if you can solve e over c squared, the square root of -1, and PV over NR, you'll know what three-letter initial my school is. Anyway.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion.
Some joke outfits.
I stand
You
before
get-
it,
I get weird
alone and
requests from viewers.
unchanging.
This one's one of my favorites. A cute kitten top. Back through, scrolling around. Oh, this one. So, this one was sort of inspired by Kate's
The world remains
US
constant
flag
over the centuries,
top
but human
in Dead by
life is
Daylight.
like the dew at
It's the
dawn,
closest thing I
or
have
bubble
to a
rising through water.
DBD related top.
Transitory.
And then, let's see here. Oh, this was a viewer request. One of my viewers back in, I think it was in like late January or early February of this year, requested that I make a top that was like a do not touch top that had do not touch logos over the boobs. Which is right up my alley for sense of my sense of humor taste. A cute night outfit. Night as in going out clubbing night, not night as in armored medieval night.
All
Let's
the
see
world
here.
holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone
Bandana
and
tops,
unchanging.
which I think are pretty fun. Oh, right. I have another joke outfit here. For those of you who like corn, personally I like nibbling corn that is nicely coated with a glaze of butter. Yum. This one was my
no purpose
first
whatsoever.
cosplay outfit. One of my viewers wanted me to make Nezuko from the Demon Slayer anime. So I made this. A casual sports jersey. A gamer
The world
top
remains constant over the centuries.
that has
But
a
human
control
life
pad on
is
the
like the dew at dawn, or a
on the front of
bubble
it.
rising through water. Transitory.
Maid outfit. To be honest, Dynamic, I don't know anything about baseball, so it was just a random selection. I have no particular knowledge or affiliation to the Dodgers versus anything else. It was just random. But yes, I made a maid top.
Inactivity serves
Although
no purpose whatsoever.
now, in the full release version of Vroid Studio, they actually have a maid costume built into the selection of outfits. So, in the end, I made this outfit for pretty much nothing. A white summer dress. A Wonder Woman cosplay. I know, right, Dynamic?
All the world holds
This
dear
is based
is
off
but
of
a
the
backdrop of constant motion.
Gal Gadot. Gal
I
Gadot.
stand before
Gal
it,
Gadot?
alone and unchanging.
I don't know how to pronounce her last name. The one with Chris Pine in it. Let's see here. Oh. For when I play Overwatch, my Diva cosplay. Although it actually turns out that the picture I used as the source for this outfit is actually a Diva, like, bathing suit real life outfit. I didn't realize that this wasn't an outfit that Diva actually wears in the game. Whoops. But, oh well, I think it still looks cute. A Danganronpa school uniform top. This was a viewer request to make Zero Two's uniform from Darling in the Franxx. For those of you who are familiar with the Virgin Killing sweater, that was a bit of a weird internet thing for a few years ago. I made that.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Let's see here. Sailor Fuku. Burp. Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. This is supposed to be... I'm missing the wings. Oh, actually, do I have the wings available? Oh, hold on. I'm trying to see if I have a wings asset. Oh, here we go. There's my wings. This is, what is it? Scarlet? What's it called? Heaven's Wheel armor from Fairy Tail? Let me hide the wings. Looking at different outfits. I saw this. A Squirtle top. It's a real thing, so I thought it looked cute, so I tried making it for myself. Oh, that's right. I've got... Nezuko, muzzled version, since she usually has that bamboo piece covering her mouth. And then I've got my different Genshin outfits, official, Amber, that you've already seen, Mona, Lisa, Hu Tao, this was another viewer request, Junko from Danganronpa. Danganronpa. Another viewer request. This one was my attempt at Ganyu. Let's see here. My attempt at making Rosaria's outfit. For you, those of you familiar with Honkai Impact the Third, this is my attempt at making Kiana Kaslana's White Comet Valkyrie outfit. I just heard a sound. What was that sound? Oh, thank you for the follow, Soy Nubby.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
8V? This is my top for Yanfei from Genshin Impact. My attempt at Ayaka. My attempt at Ayula. My female version of Zhongli's outfit.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn.
No, not yet.
Or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
This one is from the Fire Force anime. Oh, what's her name? Tamaki? This was another viewer request. This one is
Inactivity
Sarah's
serves no purpose whatsoever.
what was this one called? Sarah's oh, that's right. This is Sarah's Star Chasm Nyx Valkyrie outfit from Honkai Impact the Third. Yes, the next Star Chasm Nyx. And this one was a viewer request of making Bronia's Hersher of Reason outfit, also from Honkai Impact the Third. With the exception of this one outfit, every other outfit I made was using the beta version of Viewer Studio. This is the only one that is a 1.0 or higher version. There are differences, which is kind of annoying. Actually, very annoying. I don't like the 1.0 version. Correction. The 1.0 version comes with more default outfits, which is nice, and more accessories, which is nice, and includes things like
The world
cat
remains
ears,
constant over
I
the
think.
centuries, but human life
But
is like the dew at dawn, or a
they
bubble rising
changed the
through water.
geometry of the
Transitory.
body model a little bit. So my meshing break, my beta versions of my meshes break on the new geometries just a bit. And the interface is much more a pain in the butt to work with now. Prop Night? I'm not sure what Prop Night is. Oh, but let me switch back to... Who was I using? Amber. Bum, and then get back in the game. Nope, that's not right. There we go. On Steam? Okay. I shall. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I find the new interface frustrating. Like, some controls were moved to different places, and there's a couple of controls that I can't even find in the release version that used to exist on the beta. That's what really frustrates me. Ooh, be very, very quiet. I see you and you and kitchen, kitchen. Yes. Be very, very quiet. We are hunting crystal cores. But 知らない人
Solidify.
But I'm going to try tonight after I do my dailies and stuff in Genshin. The goal is to start working on a Bennett top because Fly wanted to troll me, knows that I'm cursed by Bennett and his bad luck. So he decided to make me, to try to have me make a top of his outfit. How could you, Fly? How could you?
Solidify.
You're supposed to use the channel points for good, not for evil.
Sword! Rain outlines your fate.
Swift and merciful. A touch of frost.
When has Bennett ever given good luck? I used to have pretty good artifact luck. Then I did the Bennett hangout all those many months ago, and where? Oh, there it is. All those many months ago, and ever since, my artifact luck has been pretty bad. Like, pretty bad. Like, statistically, like, much more worse than what statistics would dictate bad.
Stabilize.
Yes, but at a much worse frequency. At a much worse frequency. Oh right, I still need to do one more ley line. Wait, really? Am I supposed to... Was this the spot? Don't tell me I left here without doing the ley line. Did I actually forget to do the ley line here? Yes, I did! This is what happens when the milkshake I ordered doesn't happen.
Stabilize. This is order.
Rain outlines your fate.
Oh,
One with my blood.
not tell if he died from drowning or died by... Gulp.
Gather.
Or if he died by damage.
No, my sword!
Swift and merciful.
Verdict is...
It flew right over him? Oh, come on. Oh well.
Solidify.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh?
Okay, that should be all the ley lines we needed. Yes. And then... right. Daily commissions. I'm supposed to do daily commissions too. Navigate. Teleport. Escort. Okay, we're escorting.
Solidify. Order guide you.
No, my sword!
Oh, it's these guys. I hate these guys.
Solidify.
I missed. That's embarrassing. But how's everyone's Thursday going? I hope you're all doing well. I had an exterminator come over this evening to try to rectify the
No, my sword!
platypus beetle issue
Witness the power.
One
in
with
my
blood.
kitchen,
Whence you
bamboo
came.
floors. I've also been packing and doing laundries and stuff. Navigate. Teleport. Up. And over. Defeat the ruin guard.
Stabilize.
Huh? Rain outlines your fate.
Swift and merciful.
Burn. Gather.
Rain outlines
outlines your fate.
Force my blade.
Okay. 2 done, 2 more to go. Grab a few more crystal cores. No, no, no! Oh, he flew off. There we go. Oh, we got 3. Not bad, not bad. Oh, it's another language exchange. I never remember what the correct ones are supposed to be. I always get it mixed up. There you are. Now she's just hiding. Oh wait, this is an escort. Okay, mission. Oh. Oh yay, I don't have to do the negotiating. Navigate. Increasing the... Oh, okay, destroy 2 towers.
No, my sword!
One with my blade.
Rain outlines your fate.
Okay. That should have finished our daily commissions.
Add Astra. Thank you for complete.
Okay.
Take a look. There will definitely be something that can expedition at the adventure.
And now... We have new event stuff. Where am I going? Where am I going? Wait, where? Go to...
Should I choose?
Okay, down here. Teleport. Hello, who, ha, who, Tao, Talo? I hope I pronounced that right. Talo?
Please speak to President Sangha. I'm just a helper.
Let me change outfits. Let's do... Since I saw Hu Tao in your name, I figure, why not?
Please speak to President Sangha. I'm just a helper.
Marks the map. Blade pup. Okay, rescue 3 animals from hanging spot. Rescue 2 animals from den of thieves. Bum bum bum. Bum bum. Oh, okay. We're gonna need to switch equipment. Okay. But I think I'm gonna need an archer, right? To be able to set off some of those things.
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Darn it, this is more shallow than I thought it would be. This is not as shallow as I was thinking it would be. No, stay away. Stay out of his radius. Stay out of his radius. Oh, 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 oh. How do I, no, that's not it. How do I, darn it, how do I turn on the, I forget what I'm supposed to do. Skill replaced. Oh, that, right. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm caught. I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Ow. Ow. Let me go. Let me go. Let's hide in the fog. Let's hide in the fog.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Darn it! Nope. Come on, reset faster. Reset faster. Okay, I guess that worked. Um... Hmm. Where is the third? Oh, there's the third one. Oh, come on! I literally... Oh, please. Come on. There we go. That's the wrong button. Let's go to the Den of Thieves. Navigate. Teleport. I don't think we're gonna need Amber for this anymore.
I'll take care of it.
Dogs are strong. Yep.
Shine down!
Rest and rebuild. Power that ended hope. I'll protect you.
Say no more! To the very...
There is no more! Back off!
Let's dance.
Calm down. Like this.
You're free! Yes! And I keep hitting the wrong thing. At least I like the fact that these events are... This event is short and sweet. Doesn't outlive its welcome. Let me check something here. What are my drop choices here? Prosperity, diligence, gold. Prosperity, diligence, gold. Which one could I use? Prosperity, diligence, gold.
I wonder.
Nope, not that. Gold, maybe. Prosperity, diligence, gold are my choices. Prosperity would finish this off. Okay. I guess I will go for prosperity.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my.
And
Sister.
that way, at least I can finish off that talent. So New England's talents are all done.
Did something bad happen again?
Okay. We've got 4 condensed resins. Let's see if we can get some good jobs for once in our lives. Oh wait, I'm supposed to go back here, huh? Okay, the quest is complete. Hold on. A bot. I'm kind of surprised. I don't think I get enough viewers to justify having a bot go into my chat. You know? Like, not enough of an audience to market to. Oh. It's alright. It doesn't happen frequently enough. I am too small time. The dream of a DPS Barbara. To dream the impossible dream.
There is no power that ended Python!
I'll protect us. Huh. Hi. Hi.
Now you shall perish!
Rest and rebuild.
To ashes!
Let the show begin. Hi. Hi.
Inazuma shines eternal!
1 minute 13. Not bad, I guess. For me, anyway. Compares. Oh, well. You know, I consider myself, like, small. Usually I get, what, 3, 4 viewers simultaneously. The fact that I'm getting 6 right now is kind of high for me. So, energy recharge, huh? God, I've been streaming for almost a year now. Well, with, like, a 3-month break mixed in. What was this? Okay, that's terrible. Yuck. Yuck. Oh well. Next! Have a good night, Miyazaki! I'm also short. 4'10.5". My life has been filled with smallness, shall we say.
Let's dance.
Let's dance. Let's dance. Oops. Oh, I'm juggling. I'm being juggled.
Torn to oblivion!
Allow me.
To ashes!
Let the show begin. Hi. Hi.
Now you shall perish!
I didn't catch how long that took. It's a goblet, though. If only that was a sans piece, that would be pretty amazing. But as a goblet, less so.
Illusion!
Rest and rebuild.
Eyes on me!
Hi. chance. Hi. Oh. Hi. 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 Hi.
Now you shall perish!
I'm 19. I'm pretty consistently getting around that time. Let's hope we get something good this time. Nope. 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 The curse of Bennett continues.
Shine down!
Allow me.
Back off! Power that ends fight on!
Let the show begin.
There is no escape!
Rest and leave it.
Back off! Eyes on me! Torn to oblivion!
1 minute 6. Okay, not bad, not bad. Getting a slightly better time. Huh. Crit damage, recharge, EM. If it got crit rate as its fourth thing, it could be good. Maybe copium, but not horrible. Oh well. Okie dokie. Oh, right. Let's go to place. No, wrong. No, 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 wrong thing. Wrong thing. Want to do the Serenity Teapot.
Would you care to sit?
Okay, we're all set for that.
If you ever have any...
I don't know, I still treat Mondstadt as home base. Even though Liyue would be the most centralized of the nations to base at, but oh well. Okay, let's see here. That's terrible. That's, has potential. Maybe. Nope. Cryo cup? That cup? No. attack goblet with... maybe if we ever get Chi-Chi, since her healing scales off of attack. Okay, definitely not that. Nope. Nah, it's a defense circlet. I don't think I'd ever use a defense circlet over a crit one. No, no, no. Probably not. I mean, it has crit, but that's all it has. But it could be useful if it rolls crit damage. Kitty. Energy recharge sands. Maybe worthwhile for someone who actually needs recharge, since it has attack percent and crit, right? Attack goblet. Probably not. Let's take a look. I'm trying to build out a husk set using Traveler as a coat hanger. Let's see here. Right now, this one's got crit rate, defense percent. That's about it. If this rolled crit rate, it could be better. This one's got crit crit attack percent, defense percent. This one's got recharge, attack percent, crit damage. Okay, okay, geo damage bonus, anything better? This one's got crit rate, recharge, defense percent. This one's got, yeah, okay, not as good. Crit rate, defense percent, attack percent, defense percent, crit damage. Okay, okay, not as good. Okay, so nothing to improve in that category. Okay. Well, I think I'm probably at a good stopping point since I'm out of resin. And I don't have any more battle pass things to do. Well, let's say I only need 2,000 more points to finish out the battle pass for the week. This will come eventually and come eventually. Yeah, okay. I think we're good for now. Let me check my mail here. Oh, it's survey time. Okay. That reminds me. Did I do my daily check-in? Okay, I already did that. Prime Gaming. Okay, that's not available yet. Survey. 30,000 more Mora. When was I born? 1990. I play PC only. I know this event. Interest in the event and participated. Actually, I really like this event. The whole Albedo storyline was quite interesting to me. Goes into his backstory. I found it much more interesting than the whole Klee on the beach island storyline. How satisfied am I with the whatchamacallit? Snowman? Yeah, that was nice and quick. Dragon special training, relatively good. That one, shoot the ice things, I like that. Combat training, went pretty well. The flower thingy, that was cool. Born on the snow. Challenge. Okay. Yep, I was pretty happy with those. Encounter problems. No real problems that I recall. Going through trainings. I'm going through the survey. Nope, did not do that in co-op. Hangouts. Did not participate in that one or that one. Okay, survey complete. Claim all that. Nice. Okay. Okay, guys. Let me find... Whoops. Let me find someone to raid who's playing Genshin. Okay. Blueberry Faye is playing Genshin right now. He's a VTuber with 33 followers. Let's raid him. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this evening. I really appreciate it. I'm going to take a break to try to place a new order for some... Yeah, it's almost 1 a.m. here, Maple, in the Boston area. I'm gonna see if I can get a milkshake from someplace because, well, my last attempt at a milkshake delivery was delivered to the wrong address. I'm still annoyed by that. Okay, bye for now. Mwah. Oh, but I do plan on being back later tonight after I get a milkshake from someplace and try working on a Bennett outfit. So hopefully I see you later tonight. Bye for now. Why is it not reading? Why is it? Oh, here we go. Okay.